Expand your kingdom with houses and forts across different types of terrain in Winter Kingdom. Thank you for joining me today at Tantrum House DoD. I'm Kevin Delp. Winter Kingdom is a 2 to 4 player hand management area influence game. Plays in about 45 minutes, designed by Donald X. Vaccarino and published by Queen Games. They sent us this copy to review. The main player area has the hex boards. Randomly choose one economy card and choose 3 Winter Kingdom cards, which are ways to get points in the game. You may decide to play with a twist card too. I'll talk about those later in the video. Players have their houses, forts, and some cards to start the game. Here's a quick overview of the game. Players will be placing out their houses and forts on different types of terrain on the board, trying to get points based on the Winter Kingdom cards that were chosen for that game. Whoever has the most points at the end of the game wins. On your turn, you'll be playing your terrain card and placing 3 of your buildings on that type of terrain. This is a mandatory action. You also have cards that you'll be able to pay to get into your play area throughout the game. These ability cards can even be upgraded throughout the game by paying the required cost. Ability cards are one of the things I really like in Winter Kingdom. At the beginning of the game, each player gets 5 ability cards into their hand. Now these are randomly dealt out, so every game is going to be a little bit different. And it's up to you how you want to synergize those cards together, which ones will be best to place down first so that you can start using those powers, and which ones you want to play a little bit later in the game, and how they all work together is pretty cool in Winter Kingdom. Most of them give you the ability to place or move a building in certain areas or certain ways. Also, players begin with a tunnel card that help you move your houses around too. So placing out the buildings in the right way and in the right spots is going to be key to winning the game. There's lots of options, and how you use your ability cards and where you're placing your buildings. I mean, you can do a lot on your turn. But just because you can do a lot doesn't mean you're getting points. You really want to see how you're going to get points based on the Winter Kingdom cards. That is the key to winning the game. Making sure you're matching what's on those Winter Kingdom cards so that you are doing what those basically those goals are in the game. There's like 18 of these cards in the box, but only 3 are active for the game. Also, there's another goal that's always in play. You get 3 points if you have the most houses adjacent to the castle hex. And every hex board has a castle, so if you control all of them, then basically you're getting like 18 points for that game. Another important aspect of the game is the economy card. This is the way to get money in the game. But you'll need to pay for your ability cards. There are 8 of them in the box, but you'll only play with 1 of them each game. Twist cards alter the rules of the game, and it's up to you whether you want to play with them in your game or not. There's 8 in the box, and you should only play with 1 per game. Ways to build or move, or even more restrictive ways of playing. Winter Kingdom is a sequel to Kingdom Builder, both designed by Donald X. Vaccarino. Kingdom Builder won the Spiel des Jahres in 2012. Now there are some similarities, but also differences. In Kingdom Building, you're building your settlements next to location hexes, which are giving you special actions for the rest of the game. But in Winter Kingdom, you are having these ability cards that basically impact how you play your game. The component shapes are a big difference. All the colored buildings have different shapes in the Winter Kingdom, whereas they're all the same shape in Kingdom Builder. The boards in Winter Kingdom are hexes and rectangles in Kingdom Builder. One of the similarities comes in the game mechanics, where you're basically playing 3 buildings based on the terrain card that you're playing. Does Winter Kingdom have a wintry feel to the game? I mean, sure, there's a box cover that's wintry, and there's wintry spaces on parts of the board, like the terrain, but really this feels like an abstract puzzle game, and that's totally okay with me. I liked puzzly type games. The rulebook has a good layout and info of the different cards, ability kingdom, and twist cards. I personally like Winter Kingdom. I think you'll like it if you liked hand management games, if you like area influence type games, if you like puzzly abstract games. Check it out. Winter Kingdom from Queen Games.